Do you love driving? It's very weird that I'm driving, doing a live, I know, but you know, who wants to be normal, right? Oh, guys, you know, you know the saying, fake it till you make it. I can't even fake it at the moment. So you noticed I haven't been live for the last couple of days. And I'm okay with that, right? Like, you don't have to be live all the time, right? Just because Dora seems to be like live streamer, live all the time. But I'm alive. I'm trying to live. That doesn't even make any sense. I am living. I'm alive. I'm grateful to be alive, right? I'm grateful to have a roof over my head. And at the moment, the roof over my head is a camper. And it's chaotic at the moment, guys. It's chaotic. I think I'm down the other end, though. The last 3 days have been ridiculously stressful. And it's come out in me. I was watching Rhonda's video today. Hey, Debbie Sue, how you going? So, guys, I can't really see the chat very well, guys. So, you know, I'm not going to pretty much. Hey, Matt, how you going? Kind of look at the chat because I'm driving. But I'm just trying to be real, and you know, my channel is all about adventures and you know, living in the now, and you know, everywhere can be an adventure, right? You don't have to be traveling. You can be, you know, go down the shop and have an adventure. But you know, I try not to give too much information too, because like, no one wants to know the deep dark, or you know, gory stuff, right? But I talk about mental health a lot on my channel. You guys know that, and you know why I talk about mental health, because of my friend Esther, who is no longer with us because of her mental health. And you know, I always say, not always, but like a lot of my videos, my lives, I say, you know, well, how's your mental health today? Between 1 to 10, what's your mental health? So Matt and Debbie Sue, I'd love to know, you know, between 0 and 10, what's your mental health like today? 10 being the best. And I'm not here to you know, help you with that, but like I think it's really good to check in, kind of thing. And you know, I'm normally around a 7 or 8 or a 9. Some days a 10, like if I did a platypus or a koala, I'm a 10, right? Hello in the chat, how you going? But today, the last couple of days, it's been mentally, oh, so Matt's got his a 9. Go, Matt. I mean, there's no competition here, right? And Debbie Sue's got an 8. Guys, I did this to myself a couple of days ago. I said, what is my mental health? And I said 2. And I was like, Dora, what is going on? I mean, obviously, guys, you know the background. People that have watched me know what's going on. We're renovating our house. We have to move out of our house. Today, this afternoon will be it. Tonight is it, guys. Tonight is it. Oh, it's Em. Hey, Em, how you going? Em says her mental health is 5. That's great, Emma. Em, like some days, you know, it's quite low, right, Em? So, you know, that's great. But it's always good to ask yourself the question, like, how's your mental health, right? And like I said the other day, it was 2 for me. Like, I was scratching at the bottom of the barrel, guys. I was like, what the hell? I was crying. I was emotionally exhausted, physically exhausted. And, yeah, I needed a hug. A girlfriend came over and I gave her a big hug, but I didn't want to talk about what was going on because otherwise I'd cry. And I didn't have any time to cry, guys. I was going to be honest. I was just like, I had to pack stuff and get stuff ready. Take it back to the camper, get that ready. The camper's still not ready, guys. But, you know, I had my second night last night in the camper. So if anyone's seen my latest video, I know Matt and Debbie Sue have seen my latest video of the camper. That was like 3 days ago now. It's taken me 2 days to upload it. I've spent 2 nights in the camper by myself now, and you know, that time to myself has been really, really good. Like, having some time to yourself is really important for your mental health. Well, for my mental health, I'm talking about my experiences, right? Just to be alone in your thoughts, and a bit of stillness, right? And for me, the last 2 days have been chaotic. I haven't been able to do my meditation. I haven't been able to read my book. I haven't been able to go for a walk and do my exercise. This is all very not normal for me, guys. You know, I'm very much regularly, you know, movement, always trying to get to the beach, movement. And I've been moving, guys. I've been moving, and, you know, like up and down the stairs, cleaning, doing this, doing that. But just to go for a walk on the beach is just my happy place, right? And I haven't been able to do it. So this morning, even though I didn't have time to go to the beach, I started my morning off. I did my oil pulling. I had my green juice. I had my lemon drink concoction that I have. I did my body tapping, which is really good for your nervous system, right? And your lymphatic zones. And it just felt good to be, you know, doing the things I normally do, right? And that helped me with my mental health. I mean, not everyone's different, right? Like routine for me is really, really good for my mental stability, and that's why I feel like, you know, I'm going up in the, getting closer to 10. I would say I'm about a 6 right now. I'm mentally, emotionally exhausted. I literally, just to give you an idea, just before I got ready to go home, or just before I left my house where we've been living, to go to my friend's house, to go have a shower and get ready to go to work, have a late start today, I was pulling nails out of underneath the house, underneath the on the second. Well, how do I even explain this? So the house that I'm renovating is my family home, and my dad lived downstairs, and my dad used to nail things in the into the bearers of the ceiling kind of thing. And there was, I don't know, I reckon there's 1,000 nails. And yesterday afternoon, I found it very therapeutic to just get the hammer and just pull out all these nails. And this morning, about the last thing I wanted to do before I left was I wanted to pull out some nails too. And you know what? It felt really nice because, you know, my dad put those nails up there a million years ago. I don't know how, you know, through his life. You know, he lived in that house for 40 years. We lived here, you know, his office, and it felt really therapeutic to pull these nails out. And it felt like I was, you know, there working with my father in ways, you know. It just felt really beautiful. And if I wasn't rushed, I reckon I would have had a better moment. But, you know, here's what it is. I have to go to work. But it was just a beautiful moment. And I have to share that because these lives, I'm not doing it specifically for you guys. I'm doing it for myself because it's like my dear diary. I don't have time to sit there and write a diary. I wish I should. I mean, I should. But this is like my dear diary. And I can reflect on this in the future and go, you know what? You've come a long way, you know. The electrician, everything's happening at my house this morning. The electrician was there. They're putting plumbing in a new kitchen that was getting put in. I mean, this is all exciting, right? Like yesterday, a new kitchen got delivered. Very exciting. So there's no kitchen left. A new kitchen got put in. It's not put in. It's just all in pieces, like Lego. But, you know, I got a new kitchen and I had to have a smile. It's like, wow, that's like Christmas, right? It's so exciting. It's going to be put together after the house is lifted, but we wanted to put it in the house now, so it's in the safe place. But this morning we had these people from like the electrical company. They came and unhooked the power because the house is getting lifted, so you can't have any power, electricity, anything, you know, live. So it was all happening this morning, and the electrician said to me, he goes, "How are you feeling?" And I said, honestly, I just want it done. He laughed at me. He goes, "Oh, you'll go back for more." I said, "No, I won't." He goes, "No, I said that also." He goes, "You'll get over it." He goes, "You know, in a month's time, this will be over and you won't even remember it, right?" Well, this is why I do these lives, guys, because, I mean, I don't have to make it public. I can just leave it, private, so that I can go back and look at this. But maybe this helps you, someone in the future, or someone watching this. Excellent. But really, this is just for me to kind of remember that moment, that even in a month's time to come back and go, wow, wow. Yeah. So my friend Alison in the community, her father and her grandfather died on the same day, but in different years. And she was having a moment to herself a couple of days ago, and she sent me some things, and I just had a bit of reflection. And I just thought, isn't it beautiful to have this love for someone? Sorry guys, I really can't see the chat. I know you're sending out some love, thank you. But isn't it beautiful to have? I mean, to hurt is to feel loved, right? Like, if I didn't feel anything for my dad, well, I wouldn't feel like this. I wouldn't, be like, whatever, the house, who cares, I wouldn't be emotionally attached. But because I was, I love my father, most people do, but, everyone has a different relationship with different people, right? Some people can lose a part, father and mother or whatever, and it doesn't affect them. But my dad was my everything, and I never thought he'd die, honestly. It's so weird. My dad died at 87 years old. I mean, that's old for a father, right? He was an old father. He had me at 55 years old. So, here in the chat, Matt, there's plenty of time for children. um, but, I never thought my father would leave. It's really silly of me to think that. It's been 8 years, and yeah, anyway. All I can say is that I know that my dad would be really proud and happy that we were doing this with the house. So it is an emotional roller coaster. I knew this would happen in the end. But that's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to cry. I've needed to cry. And it's important to be real and to be honest with yourself. That it has been a lot. It's been a lot. Yeah, it's been a lot. So it's funny. I'm going to change the subject. I'm all right, guys. I'm all right. I'm all right. Change the subject. Remember, I was looking for the house sitting, right? So house sitting's happening tomorrow, guys. Great timing. I mean, it's not great timing. In hindsight, it would be good not to have that house sit now, because we've just moved all our stuff into the camper, and then tomorrow we have to go to a house sit for a week. So it's chaotic. So I'm going to feel like this again tomorrow. Sorry, whoever's just in the chat, hello. I really can't see the chat when I'm driving, and it's when you're doing these horizontal lives, the comments don't stay on the screen. Sorry, so I can't really see what you say. But if you're sending me love, thank you. I feel it, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, I think it's Clayton. It's Clayton, my friend. Hey, Clayton. So yeah. But anyway, so it's interesting, guys. They've got 15 chickens. So we've got 5 chickens, and that's chaotic at our house. Chaotic. So we've got a blind chicken that's in a cage by itself. The chickens pick on it. We've got a chicken that can hardly walk. That's chaotic at the moment. So that's in a little cage. We've got a chicken that's broody. So we've got her in another cage. Oh, it's like, and then we've got 2 chickens running around the backyard. And we had to make the backyard, like the chicken pen, like smaller, because tomorrow people are coming to lift the house and they need machinery to go all the way around the house. So we can't have them running over a chicken, right? So the chickens aren't very happy. They're in a smaller enclosure. Nothing bad. Like, I mean, these chickens have generally from battery chickens, you call them, that just sit in a little, all along with all the other chickens all together, and all they do is pump out eggs. It's so sad. I know we all need eggs, but it's really sad to see those, those poor chickens living like that. And my chickens, they're just running around the backyard, digging up scraps, digging up grass, and eating witchy and all the things. So yeah, yeah, but they'll be fine. Yeah, but we're going to be coming up home every day anyway to check on them, and obviously Diego will be project managing the house lift. He's not doing the lift, but he'll be project managing it. So he'll want to check out what's going on. And I'm curious too. I have no idea how they lift a house, right? No idea. So I'm a little bit, I'm be careful about what I show you guys because, like, I mean, a lot of you guys are from America. There's no way you're coming over here to stalk me, break into my house. But, there are random people that look at lives and they can work out where you live. So I'm very careful about that. But I do want to show you a bit of like how they lift a house. I think it's, very, a lot of people are curious about how that works. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Dora, and I'm just rambling while I drive to go pick up a client. And we are living in a Jayco Eagle pop-up camper at the moment, and I'm going to say it's fun. It's not easy, guys. Nothing's easy, right, when you're camping, so to speak, or, in a pop-up. But it's funny, right? Like, I posted a video last night, or this morning, guys, wherever you are. I posted a video a couple of hours ago. It's a long one, guys. Sorry, not sorry. Of basically cleaning up the camper and packing it. And oh my God, I'm actually amazed about how many nooks and crannies this place has. Like, it's got a lot of space to put stuff in. So Dora's like figuring out all the spaces to put stuff in, right? It's actually a pretty cool camper. I mean, I know obviously it's not for living in, but technically when we get back next week, we'll have 3 weeks, or at least 2 or 3 weeks in the camper, living in it. So it'll be fun. So you're going to see some content coming out of the camp, more of the camper. The first night solo in the camper is my next video that I will edit. It won't be that long, guys. It'll probably be 10 minutes max. But it's kind of funny, guys. It's kind of funny. Hey, Bill, how you going? Hope you're well, mate. I haven't seen you for a couple of days. I haven't been online. I've been, honestly, just too busy to scratch myself. I just thought I'd quickly come online while I was driving to pick up a client. I've probably got about 5 more minutes, guys, and then I'm going to be turning off this live. Just wanted to give you a bit of an update on where I'm at. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, Maddie's there too. Hello, Maddie. Hope you're well, Maddie. I hope everyone's well in the chat. And again, I'm asking everyone, between 0 to 10, how's your mental health today? I said my mental health is about a 6. And that's impressive, guys, because a couple of days ago I was a 2. I felt like rubbish. Absolute rubbish. And you know what got me out of it, guys? I had to think that how grateful I am. Like, here I am, feeling like rubbish because we're renovating a house, right? And moving out, technically moving out of it, going somewhere else. But I felt like rubbish because I thought to myself, you spoiled little brat. How could you be feeling like shit when you actually have a house, right? And you're renovating it. Like, people would be grateful to have a house, Dora, and you are like shitting on it because you're like, oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. So, that brought me back. That made me feel like a bit higher because you know what? I'm lucky to have a house. We're all lucky to have houses, guys. Very, very lucky. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, my dad. Not that my dad gave me the house, guys. I bought the house off my dad before he passed away, so that he had some money. We didn't think he was going to pass away, put it that way. And then he found out he had cancer. So anyway, but I'm really grateful for the house, guys, and I'm really grateful to have Ben. Ben is AKA Diego in my life. Sorry, Maddie, I saw that you're saying that your mental health is a 1. I'm very sorry about that. It's something about your sore arm. Sorry about that, mate. Hopefully that feels better soon. So, I think, when you are feeling low, you got to think about the other person, right? And this is something my dad taught me, guys. My dad was, like I said, dad was my guru, my mentor. And if I'd come home and I'd say, like, when I was younger, right, I'd say, oh, I've got a sore knee. I always had a sore knee, guys. It makes sense to why I've got a sore knee still. But I'd come home and I'd have a sore knee, and Dad would go to me, Mutiara, you are so lucky. You've been running around playing tennis all afternoon. Now you got a sore knee. He goes, of course you got a sore knee. You've been playing tennis. You probably hurt your knee. He goes, you know what? There are other people in this world that can't even run around and play tennis like you are. You are so lucky. So I wasn't going to get any sympathy out of my dad. But that kind of tough love, and every time I had something kind of, go wrong, like, he would say to me, like, the same thing, like, You are so lucky. Imagine, someone across the world. They would love to be like you. Love to be like you. And then I'd walk away and go, yeah, maybe I'm okay. So, it's interesting when you put yourself into a different perspective. So that's what I did myself, and I felt like, too, my mental health, guys. I mean, this works for me, guys. I don't know if it'll work for you. Um, but, even if you are in pain, like, I've had my moments, and sometimes if you just fixate on the pain, it gets worse, right? For me personally, with a sore knee, if I fixate it and I think and think and think and think and think and think, oh God, why have I got this? Why I'm so unlucky? It just gets worse and worse and worse, right? But then I disconnect from it and go, hey, these knees are amazing. These knees have walked to Everest Base Camp. These knees have walked up mountains. They've walked up, they've walked on the Great Wall of China. They've done some amazing stuff. They've, they've climbed volcanoes. I mean, that's amazing, right? I'm very, very grateful for that. And that helps me with that pain in that knee, and it just goes away. Maybe it doesn't go away, but it's just in the back of my mind. So, guys, I'd really like to say thank you very much for joining today. I think that's Cheryl. I'm not sure. So, guys, I can't really see the chat, and I'm not going to stop and look at the chat, guys, just because my client's going to jump in the car as we speak. Well, soon. Oh, it's Kathleen. It's Kathleen. Hey, Kathleen. Kathleen, between 1 and 10, what is your mental health today? We're just doing a check-in, guys. I've just said that, over the weekend, my mental health was like a 2. And how I got out of that was to put myself in another place and think how grateful I am. I was being, sad and like depressed and tired and anxious and everything, every emotion, because we're renovating, we're moving out of the house and cleaning many things, right? And when I put myself in that position where I was like thinking, well, I'm so lucky I've got a roof over my head, my mental health started feeling a bit better. And today I'm a 6, guys, and I'm getting better. And I'll get better as soon as we get out of this house, guys. It's tonight's it. Tonight, this afternoon, I'm going to come home after work, finish off a few more things, and then we're going to close the door, and that's it, guys. The house is getting lifted, and I don't have to think about it for a couple more weeks. So I appreciate you guys. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. I wish you an amazing day, and look after yourself. Look after your mental health. We're so important, right? Self-care. Self-care is so important. Now, I'm just going to find my client. I don't know where he is. So, guys, I want to go. See ya. Bye, guys. Mwah.